Hey guys, I am back again. I am on a roll with these videos right now. So what I really wanted to talk about today was why have I bothered to set up a YouTube channel, and there goes my phone. Speaking to a friend of mine about MacBook Pros and phones and scratches on screens and things like that. Anyway, why have I bothered to create a YouTube account? I think YouTube gets a bit of flack, I feel like. YouTube to me is a place to create. I've been making videos and been doing photography for so long now, and one of the things that I really wanted to do, well actually I was doing, but in the form of a blog, was journaling sort of my experiences and what was happening. Now let's rewind to a few years ago. I was backpacking in Australia. I had my laptop with me, and this is when that photography thing started for me, like properly, because I was working in, so what happens is I was working, I graduated from uni, worked at Apple for like a year and a half, whatever it was, I can't remember what it was now. And one of the things that I really wanted to do straight after graduating was literally just go and travel, save my money, went traveling, and I had no idea what I was doing with my life basically. And I had the best time of my life, like seriously, it was absolutely crazy. I had so many adventures in Australia, ended up working in the outback. The job itself was not that great. I was working in a roadhouse, which is like a service station. I did night shifts, but do you know what? We were waking up to the most amazing sunrises, sleeping, you know, starting work. I was doing night shifts, so going into work after the most amazing sunsets, waking up to kangaroos as neighbours in the racetrack, going for a walk there. It was a whole different lifestyle. We had barbecues in the evening, ice cold beer, just loud music, blaring Incubus. If any of you guys are watching this from our the group of people that we've met in Australia, you will know exactly what, but seriously, it was just absolutely amazing experience, and that's when I really sort of started getting a bit more serious about photography, because I thought at some point I'm gonna have to probably go home. I don't know what I want to do. The thing I'm really passionate about is creating, and here we are, pretty much. Fast forward, it took everything that I had in me to kind of go down this route, because I don't really know any freelancers, I don't know anyone that runs a business, so to come back and be like, oh yeah, this is what I'm gonna do, people were like, what? Now once you go traveling and you come back, people just see you as the way you were before you left, but actually you're a whole different person. I would say 99% of the time. Everything changes about who you are mentally and emotionally. I think you go through so many changes and you grow massively as a person, also in weight, because you eat a lot of food when you travel, but yeah, internally and mentally you grow like heaps, and it's those types of experiences that you know, just realize that there's so much more, there's so many opportunities out there, and it's a struggle to come back fitting in with the people that you left knowing, but when you come back you don't have anything in sort of common with them almost. It's sad, like I've lost quite a few of my friends or good friends at that time, because you go through a growth which, you know, other people grow in other areas, you grow in other ways, and you kind of go like that. And it is a sad state of affair, but you know, you can't let the fear of that hold you back from moving on forward. So I came back, and at that time I was doing a blog. It was sort of like a travel blog, sharing photos and things like that. And then I came back and I just kind of scrapped it. I started getting sort of views on the blog, and that's when I created my, my website properly. My background, for those of you guys may not know, is web design and sales, so I have been very much creative previously too. And during that first year I did a lot of budget weddings. I did about 10 budget weddings, which gave me a great sort of stand in terms of portfolio work. From that I've been able to charge, however much I want pretty much for weddings. Not only that, but when I came back, like I was starting from scratch. Like obviously I pretty much up and left. Like I sold my car, I didn't have a mortgage, anything like that, so in terms of that there's nothing. I saved about £3,000 to get started in Australia, so we did like about 6 or 8 weeks of traveling in Australia. Literally I had about $100. What happens is I was finding it really difficult to find a job out there. We get to Brisbane after all these crazy adventures. We went back, we went outback quadding. We did like hot air ballooning, sunrise in Alice Springs. We saw wild kangaroos over the plains. We took a road trip, hired a like a motorhome type thing, a caravan, whatever you guys want to call it. Did like a relocation rental. Did that. We had some crazy experiences. Got back to Brisbane and we were like, okay, you need to get a job. Didn't work out, so I was like, oh no. So the backpacker, the hostel that we were staying at, spoke to the guys there and they were like, okay, so we can let you know if a job comes up. We managed to get a job through there at a coconut factory, and it was the most bizarre experience ever. But you know what? It paid for accommodation for like the 2 weeks that it was there. Very, very much working, giving the money, and then managed to get a job very last minute through one of the job board agencies in Brisbane. Sent us literally into the outback. We didn't know anything about the job. They were like, okay, it's between $25 to $28 an hour. It's here. No word of a lie, I had about $100 to my name by the time that we paid for the train to get to Dingo. It was like a night train. Got picked up by some of the guys that were working there, and at the end of that week, I had about $50. I was eating the food that we got as part of like your shift work there at the Roadhouse. I was eating the food for lunch, got myself a box of cereal and some of the instant noodle stuff. I ate that for like a week. And at the end of the first week, we got paid like, I don't know, however much it was. It was minimum $500, $600, something like that, because pay was really good. And that was just like, oh my God, this is... So basically, it's... Coming back to why I've set up this YouTube channel, I wish that I would have documented all that on video instead of just photos when I was there. And it's taken me a lot of it's confidence building before you can get into, I think, onto camera, which has taken me a while. I wish I had the confidence to do it years ago, because that would have been amazing to have all that documented, but I don't. So when I did start the YouTube channel, at first I wasn't paying too much attention to it, but especially with the music photography and stuff like that, I feel like I have a lot to share with you guys now, and I feel like even if I can help like one person in terms of getting in the creative industry or just inspiring someone to travel through my travel videos, just something like that, to just see that there's so many options out there that you can really benefit from, but you just need to get over that state of mind of fear, because basically fear will fuck you up. And that is, it's why I've set up the YouTube channel, to document the going-ons, processes. It's easy to forget how far you've come, and it's a great way to look back on these sort of steps, which might have been baby steps, whatever it was, because little by little you're joining the dots and it all makes sense. And now more than ever this year, I feel like I have a lot to share in terms of my journey, in terms of growth, in terms of the business and, the freelance work that I've been doing. I can help others because I feel confident having seen the results that I've seen and experienced. But I struggled a lot more because no one was doing YouTube videos, especially for music photography, when I was starting out. And it's a weird industry. It can be really weird. Some people might have more experience because they're very well connected with the network and those types of things. But for someone that started from scratch, it can be quite daunting. So the whole point of this channel and this video is to let you know that, it is about documenting the journey as it happens and just growth. I'd love to connect. I love the thing about internet is connecting with like-minded people, and that aspect of it too. I think that sums everything up. I realise that I've been talking for the past nearly 10 minutes, but I hope you guys can relate in some way, and I hope like a travel video inspires you, or just you get something from the tips and advice that I'm giving, or just you feel inspired just by watching someone that's essentially trying to live my dreams out. And it's working for me. It's a slow process, it has been, but this year has been really solid, and it can be for you guys too. And I really want you guys to kind of really own your path, I guess, and create like the lifestyle that you guys want. But yeah, I hope this helps. If you guys have got any questions, anything about travel, photography, business, freelance, I can help as much as I can. Feel free to comment down below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'd like to get to know you guys a lot more as well. There's quite a few of you following the channel now. So on Instagram, Twitter as well. You guys can find me on there, and Facebook as well. I'm going to leave that here. I hope it all made sense, and I'll be back soon with a new video. Bye for now.